This is pretty great. Like, the last thing you want are sad gardeners, but they're so effective at their jobs in growing medicine for everyone that people have been stealing the plants and growing them and educating people how useful they are. Like, because all these placards have the different uses of the plants, which is great. So people are learning and saying, "Oh, shoot, I can use this for having a better life. I'm going to do that." Instead of growing their own. So these things should be like, hey, grow your own. You can buy these plants at the nursery, but instead they say, stop thief. Recently, the Royal Botanic Garden has had an increase in plant thefts. Plant theft disadvantages the whole community and disheartens their staff. We make sad gardeners. We're asking for your help. If you see any suspicious behavior, please call our rangers. Let's stop plant theft. Royal Botanic Garden is for everyone to enjoy. Well, isn't that part of enjoying would be what you're calling thieving? I don't know. Here's French sorrel. It's used in soups and things. It looks very weedy. Oh, I just thieved that. Don't call them. By the time you see this, I'll be long gone. Verbascum nigrum, dark mullein. These are neat. They have very fuzzy, furry leaves. I see these all over California and lots of places. Leaves have been used for the relief of respiratory problems, coughs, and asthma. Yellow dye can be made from the flowers. Yeah, they get the flower stalks go way up and have beautiful yellow flowers coming out of them. Here's a black lace elderberry. Sambucus nigra. Ain't that a beauty? I think we shall continue onward. Although this is a really interesting looking tree. Pachyra glabra, Malabar chestnut. Wow, and it has flowers and chestnuts. I'm going to step where many other people have stepped since the gardeners forgot to put a stone here for us to step on. The Malabar chestnut. Look at that. What is that? That is a nutty nut or two. Malabar chestnut. And then the flower is in there. I think I'll just try to zoom in for you rather than like climb up in the tree, which I don't normally mind, but okay, I don't know. Can you see it? Flower. Beautiful. Malabar chestnut. And there, my friend, is Aloysia trifilia, also known as, do you know Aloysia? Have you met Aloysia? I was looking for the flowers. I was trying to show you the flowers first. Flowers. And more lemon scented. Lemon drop candy delight. Lemon balm. No, lemon verbena. Lemon verbena. Deliciosa. Alright, I'll step out of the garden so they don't get yelled at. There's Aloysia lime verbena. Oh, I don't know that I've ever smelled lime verbena. Whoa, it's lime verbena that smells like lime. That's crazy. Aloysia lime verbena. I've never seen that. I've only ever seen lemon. I thought Aloysia only had lemon verbena. But there we have it. Official proof, lime verbena. And you've probably eaten peanuts or are aware that you're allergic to them. But here is Arachis hypogaea peanut. These are yay high. There are ground cover peanuts, so peanuts are trippy because they put out the flower and then they put it in the ground and then underneath. I see some plant theft. There, can you see the peanut? I think I have to take it out to show you. There's a peanut. There's a nice fresh peanut. They grow underground, so these are a ground nut versus most nuts that are tree nuts. And there are ground cover peanut that grow low, and instead of all this dumb grass, it would be a nice, since they're in the Fabaceae are nitrogen fixers, so they make, they have nitrobacter on their roots, and they make nitrogen that feeds the plants around them. So I'm opening this fresh peanut. I'm eating this fresh peanut. It has it's a one nutter. I got a one delicious fresh peanut. Oh, it's crunchy. It's very crunchy. It's a little bit peanutty. It's very fresh. I don't think I've ever had like a fresh peanut out of the ground. Kind of prefer them dried, a little more flavor. But that's lovely. I would eat that again. I'm not going to dig up this whole patch for fear of plant theft. But we're keeping off the garden bed. So don't try this at home. Only in Sydney, or not in Sydney. I didn't tell you to do that. And here's a Jerusalem artichoke, more roots that you can eat. Northern America, exact native range obscure, naturalized weedy in Europe, Asia, Africa, Southern America, Australia. Okay, so everywhere. So it's a weed everywhere. Animal fodder used in folk medicine. So it puts up these, and these get very tall, maybe 3 meters, and 8 to 10 feet. Sometimes taller, depending on the soil and the moisture. But the roots, you eat the roots, and they taste like sunflower sprouts. Like sunflower sprouts. Have you ever had sunflower sprouts? Those are some of my favorite. I love sprouts. I worked at a couple different sprout farms for quite a while. And when I was getting my master's degree in master of science in agriculture at Ohio State University, and I worked at a sprout farm there for a while. And it was just magic every day. The sprouts, just volume, like tons we'd package up a ton of sprouts every day on a pallet in boxes and ship out mung bean, onion, alfalfa, the crunchy bean mix, several others I can't even remember. It's like 20 years ago, and actually about 25 years ago. And before that, I worked in a sprout farm in California and grew a lot of sprouts there too. So I love sprouts. Oh yeah, the sunflower sprouts. In California, we did them on trays with soil, and in Ohio, everything was grown in a basement, which was weird. But it was awesome to go there at like 5 in the morning when it was super cold out, and then it's like this basement full of life. It's very exciting and stimulating. And but we grew those just in water, so it can be done either way. Sunflower sprouts in trays of soil or in water. The soil was obviously a lot more work, but we did have to sterilize the trays too. So however you want to go about things. I'm having a lot of fun. I hope you're having a lot of fun with me. I think we covered a lot of ground here. I see rosemary. I see the grapes. They talked about some of the early grapes were brought in 1830 and got the wine industry going. The Shiraz, if you've seen, Syrah is the French word and Shiraz is the Australian word. These are some grapes on a little arbor here. European culinary herbs. And then enjoy the Wi-Fi, so you can pick Wi-Fi, I guess. You can harvest all the Wi-Fi that you want. But don't eat the delicious things out here, or use the medicine that they're telling you how to use. Oh boy! Wow! Look at all the bees. So at the garden store, they sell the honey, and the honey from the bees from the Botanic garden. I haven't seen the hives yet. They must be hiding them somewhere. But this is peppermint, and it is covered in bees. Hello, European honeybee. So they obviously brought in European honeybees, which is an interesting peppermint addition to the fountain was choking. The pump wasn't having water, and then it suddenly had water. That was odd, but European honeybees bringing a new pollinator into like an ancient environment. I'm not sure. I guess it's okay. It seems to have worked out for everyone. And here's a whole thing on herbs and spices. I don't know why there's suddenly flies in my face. Maybe they're going after that peanut that I enjoyed. Here are some really spicy peppers. Look at those beauties. There's some on the ground. You dare me to bite into that? I don't know, because long sweet yellow. Some of these are crazy hot, like 1,000,000 Scoville units. Capsicum wings. I guess this is called wings. I could try a little. It doesn't seem spicy because it's green still. But oh wow, look at those stripy ones. Candy stripe. The actual peppers themselves are stripy. That's really cool. It's not just the leaves. I haven't seen those in a market or anything anywhere. This isn't crazy hot. Hopefully it doesn't sneak up on me. But I think with that we will conclude this section of the video, and I will see you in other videos. Subscribe to see them all.